Good afternoon, everybody. It's Shana Rucker here from Girlfriend's Guide to Network Marketing. Happy Wednesday. It's also the very last day of the month, so happy month end to all my Girlfriend Guide followers. I know this is a busy day of the month for all of us as we close out May, and we're going to be welcoming in June, which is really exciting. You guys, we're almost halfway done 2017. So before I get into my training today about simplicity, this is a really good time, you guys, to be checking in on your goals. Where do you want to be for 2017? Where do you want to be for the beginning of 2018? Now is the time to really reflect and look at where you've come, how far you've come, celebrate your wins, but look at where is it that you're wanting to be by the end of this year and how far are you away and what do you still need to do to make that happen. So that's just a side note for today's chat. And if you're just joining me today, welcome to today. We're going to talk a little bit about simplicity in your business and why it's so important. If you are joining me here today, please let me know you're here so that I can say a quick hello. So I'm just going to jump right in because this is something that I've really, it was a lesson that I've learned in this, especially in this past week or so. We hear this over and over in our business that we really have to keep it simple, and there's so many reasons as to why. And I'm going to talk about a few different places in your business where keeping it simple is so important. So number one, the power of simplicity. The first place you really want to make sure that you're keeping things really simple in your business is your reach out methods. What different ways are you reaching out? There's really only two things we do, or three things I guess we do in network marketing. Is we do group presentations where we share what we have to offer to a group of people. We do a one-on-one situation where it's just me and one other person and we share that way. And we do business presentations, which is kind of the same as a group. So really there could just be two, but that's it. There's no other crazy ways to share what it is we have to do. And I really think that you have to keep it super simple, because guess what? Simplicity is what duplicates. If it's too complicated, if you've got too many different ways to share and you've got all these, fun fandangled things that you're coming up with every single month to try and get people to, take a look or do whatever, it gets confusing for not only the people that are joining your team, but anybody who's in there who's seeing there's something new being added every single month. They get confused. They don't know where to go. And so that's something that's really big, is you always really want to keep your reach out methods really simple and easy to follow. One of our uplines said, if your 5 or 6 year old or 12-year-old can't figure out how to do the business, then it's too complicated. You need to keep things super simple. So the other place, in hand with that and keeping things super simple is, what are the scripts? What are you saying at these different types of presentations? And are those scripts super simple to follow? Do you have, a standard opening, a standard message, a standard close that you use at those presentations that's really simple, that's not too complicated, that somebody can duplicate, that, makes sense, and that's, easy to share, in keeping those things simple? Because here's the thing, people don't need tons of, information about everything that you have to offer. If you're in a health and wellness company and you have hundreds of products, at a presentation, people don't need to know about every single product in your catalog. They don't need to know about every single ingredient in your catalog. You have to keep that information. I think your presentation should be under 30 minutes. I think it should share some of the key messages from your company. You should be sharing some facts and favorites about the key product lines or the key services. And you also have to share the different ways that they can work with you, whether it be the opportunity, any discount programs, and the ways that they can purchase from you. And that's it. Keeping it super simple, because if somebody new comes in and you've got this long script and you've got all this information, you're sharing all kinds of ingredients and facts and scientific data, not only is it overwhelming the new person, feeling like, oh my God, I have to learn all of this, but it's overwhelming the people that you're talking to. And if you can keep it simple, keep it really concise, but get the information out that you need to get out, the important stuff. I like to say, when you're talking about the products, one fact, one favorite. And that's going to give them something that's factual about the actual product. And really what people want to hear today is, what is it that you love about the product so much? What benefits are you receiving from the product? So one fact, one favorite. And then, like I said, sharing those 3 different ways to win, or those 3 different ways that you can work with that company so that they know their purchasing options, they know what discounts and offers that you have. And that's it, keeping it super, super simple, because then it's duplicatable. And then when new people come in, they can see that and go, oh, well, I can do that. Or guests who are sitting there at your event, look at you reading your script. It's super simple. They think to themselves, you know what, I could totally do this, right? Because we're making it look easy. We're making it simple. It's so, so important. So the other place that simplicity really needs to be, and this is where it really hit home for me this past week. I don't know how many of you guys out there have created some sort of team resource or team website that you have all your resources on for your business and for, you know, all your presentations and all that kind of stuff. Is that place also needs to be super simple. Your access to information needs to be easy for somebody new to come in and know exactly what it is that they need to do to get their business going without being distracted by all kinds of other documents and information that they really don't need in the very beginning, because then again, it creates confusion, and a confused mind says no, always. So we want to keep things super, super simple. You know, what are the main, 5 things that someone needs to do when they get started in their business, and really kind of keeping your training and keeping your systems all around those 5 things that people need to do to get started. So, signing in, buying their products, launching their business, scheduling those presentations, learning your outreach methods, learning your follow-up system and repeating. Like, that's it. Keep it really, really simple. What I noticed, what I had been doing, and this was the big lesson that I learned, is that there were a couple, other different types of things going on out there, some other shiny pennies that, were like, oh, well, maybe people would want to know how to do this at some point. And I was giving it to everybody all at once. And what it was doing was creating confusion for people. They didn't know which way to go. So we recently just simplified everything. And already I'm getting feedback that it's just so much easier to follow. It's so much lighter. It's so much, just makes more sense. It's so much more simple that when someone comes in, they can see what they need to do and they can get rolling. So it's really important to really just stick to the basics, keep things simple. That's what's going to duplicate. The simpler it is, when you start getting 3 and 4 and 5 generations in your business, you can pretty much be assured that if you keep things super simple, that if you talk to somebody that's 4 and 5 levels down from you, that they're duplicating the same system that you are, that it hasn't gotten, too out of hand. They haven't, changed completely changed everything, because everything you're showing and teaching and training is based around a simple, easy to follow system. So I really just want to, send that message home about the power of simplicity. If you've got a simple system in place and you see a new shiny penny over here, maybe this other team is doing something different and, it looks really exciting and fun, I encourage you to really, be protective of the simplicity, and don't just, take that new shiny thing and just throw it in at your team and go, here's something new, let's try this. Because what that does over time creates confusion. And like I said earlier, a confused mind says no. So we really want to try and keep things simple. And this is something that, like I tell you, I had a huge shift this past week over this. So I really thought it was important to share this with you guys. So really try and keep your outreach method simple, keep your script simple. Don't get into too much scientific data and all these things. One fact, one favorite. Keep your training resources simple, and just really think about that. Protect that in your business. If somebody hands you something new and says, oh, this is new and fun, let's try this, look it over and go, does this match my core beliefs on the simplicity of what this business should be like? And if it doesn't, then I wouldn't go there. I'm just going to say that. Just don't go there. Keep to what it is that and what it is that's working, and that simple, easy system to duplicate, whatever that may be within your team. So that's the message today. I hope you guys found some help in this. If you're feeling like, maybe there's too much confusion going on in your own team, or maybe you're a little bit confused in what you're supposed to be doing in your business, that could be a good opportunity to reach up and say, hey, listen, I'm not really sure, because it seems like we have too many things on the go. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Can you help me? And maybe that's a time to relook and revisit at how to simplify things. And we hear this all the time, right? So that's my message for today. I hope you guys found some value in this today. Keep it simple. And that's pretty much it. So Have a fantastic Wednesday. Have a fantastic month end, everybody. There's still so many hours left in the day. You've got lots of time to crush your goals. I know a lot of you out there are working for different promotions and different ranks and all those things. So, go for it until the very bitter end. I promise you, you won't regret it. Have a fantastic close. Have a fantastic end of May. And I look forward to seeing you in June. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.